How do you introduce to your spouse that it's time to cut the calories?
Ooh, this is probably a good one for me to answer. So, first of all, you have to be very gentle because you don't want to make your spouse think that you no longer love him or find him attractive. But you could say things like, how are you feeling? Do you want to go out and go for a walk? You know, another thing you could do is you could be looking around and you could say, you could find one of your old pictures, okay? And you could take it out and you could just be looking at that picture when your husband comes by, when your spouse comes by, and you could say, oh, I just saw this old picture of us. Like, for example, I have a picture. If you want to bring that here. Okay, all right, look at this. This is from when we were newly married. And I can say, oh, look at that. Look at the man I fell in love with. Look at how he looks. Look at this. Did you see that? Look at that.
Who's that?
Wow, it's like, you know, like a paper cutout of you.
Men, let me suggest another way to communicate to your wife in a loving way that she needs to lose some poundage, okay? Like, dear, you've never looked this good since you were 8.5 months expecting with our second. What we could say is if your wife needs to, you know, shrink some, things like that, we could say, hey, honey, maybe if we threw you in the dryer for an hour, things would shrink as much as your clothes have recently. Yes.
Or maybe you could just be honest and say, honey, I'm really concerned about your health. I've noticed that you've been gaining a little bit, and, you know, maybe I don't want to lose you.
No. Don't. You need to slide it in more gently, like, hey, you know what? We've had this compact car. Maybe we could use a van, okay? Or maybe one of those cars you said, oversized load. Just something you could have. They're going down the road. Oh, coming through, make way.
Have you ever noticed when you get in the car that it kind of tilts a little bit your way when you're driving?